Attempt 2. Yeah, I actually lost a run. I forgot that episode 3 is actually quite tricky. So, I guess I'll answer again. So the plot basically is that for some reason, the boundary yokai demands you visit the mountain, and you have to get through all of these fairies. There is a kind of cheese strat if you're willing to use one of your spell cards, and I'll demonstrate it later, but not immediately, because I think it's probably better to play this stage normally the first time. So, with that in mind, let's see if I can not completely butcher this opening like I did the first time. I didn't actually die, but the first time I played through this map, I tried to record, I played this very poorly. Magic Napalm, as powerful as it is somewhat Ripper based, which means that it works best against large targets. Fairies, as you may have guessed, are not actually terribly large. Also, these fairies are actually just surprisingly tanky for how basic they are. And then for dealing with these annoying stragglers, I use Homing Amulet because, again, it really doesn't care. So now I'm going to switch to Magic Missile and try to get as many of these first guys out as possible. Now that we're down mostly to relatively harmless enemies that are somewhat neutered because the ability to aim up or down is... So a fun fact, as you may have noticed, a bunch of these fairies can't aim up or down. So blasting them into the air is actually a way to neuter some of them. Neat little technique. Okay, let's see if Sanae kills me a second time, because my first attempt did not go well. So Sanae mentioned some monsters were around while she's out. Yeah, if you can remember that for literally just the next map, that's going to be a thing. Sanae kind of freaks out, and that's because Sanae's actually from in lore, is actually from the outside world. I spent a lot of effort into making sure everyone was in character, even though the plot takes itself like negative amounts of seriously. And as a result, yeah, Sanae kind of knows who you are, and basically it's like, what the? You're somebody. This card is fairly basic micro-dodging, and she's close enough to the border that it's getting neutered pretty badly, because none of the attacks in the back can actually really reach me. It's pretty easy anyway. Sanae is actually quite hard. I did lose a run, and I'll mention where I lost my run on the card, where I lost it to it. I'm going to grab that Mega Sphere. It's a bit early, but I want to make sure I have it for the spell card that's coming up, and I think I can dodge it without taking any more hits. Damn it. Almost. Okay, this card, you have to keep a level head, because if you take any of these knife strings, you just take so much damage so quickly. Like that. And it's not hard as long as you keep a level head, but my first run, I screwed up, got cornered by it, and I just took all of the damage just ridiculously quickly. So yeah, that was my first actual death of Touhou Doom. And now time for secretly inherited Artodon Maku, but serious time. And final spell card, Yasaka's Divine Wind. So yeah, this is the introduction to episode 3. I quite like it. And it's quite something. Then the fun fact, the barrier then fades out, and Sanae compliments you, saying that you're as strong as legends say. She's also the shrine maiden for a pair of goddesses, which are Kanako and Sawako. Both of them appear in this kind of cameo appearance. They both compliment her, but then basically say, yeah, you got trounced. Then the boundary yokai pops in again to inform you. And apparently, the boundary yokai says that you are a wake-up call to those unaware. Before mentioning that you'd probably be bored halfway to death by the details of her plan. So, she's going to send you to the forest. The forest is a bit of a familiar location, but it's very different the next time. So, yeah, you might notice that 0% secrets. There's a reason for that. That is because this map does have secrets, and I didn't get any of them. So, as a result, I'm actually going to do a second run of the map where I go through all the secrets, and you'll see pretty quickly why I chose to not go for all secrets, because, well, so time for the kind of funny haha man, the kind of haha funny man strats here. Yeah, you can just subvert the entire first half of the stage. So, just for the record, I didn't use any spell cards in that first half because I don't really need to. So I proved it in the first half, but I wanted to show the quick strats. If you're willing to use both, you can use Mega Flare to just delete the second half too. So the secret area is to go to this teleporter, which nets you a pair of spell cards. However, if you press this lowers this pillar, which then raises up very slowly, and takes you to a secret exit. And that's the secret exit, where you don't fight Sanae. I will cover yeah. This is map 17, and normally, if you beat Sanae, you go to map 18. However, if you do this, you go to map 31, the secret map instead. I will cover what happens there in next video.